This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers, to the finale of Front Mission 3. In the last episode, we got down to MIDAS, but found it had been dropped into the ocean, or dropped into the bottom of the plate here to, or the honeycomb, or whatever you want to call it, to be activated to destroy everything, enemies and allies alike. We found Emma comatose from her torture, Alyssa being smacked in a sense by Liu, and defeating Zavia to get to Lukav. This is the final hope for, I wouldn't say humanity, but final hope for Japan, and a nuclear weapon not being released upon the world with no breaks or precautions. So let's find out what happens to this epic conclusion to this game. Damn, hurry! Now you're sure we're gonna make it? Shut up and get going! It's being so pushy, even at the end, fam. Alyssa! She got smacked by the elevator. Thank you, Leo. Yeah, well, smacking sense to you twice today. What are you doing? Hurry! No, sorry. What are you doing? Hurry up and go! Maybe you can tell that it's the finale when they're pulling out the kind of a escape slash action music like this, you know. I mean, we've heard it before, but you know what I mean. So it's like, hurry before the place freaking explodes, man. Yeah, I guess. Did we? I forgot if we already dropped it or if we're about to drop it. I know that was the plan anyway before. Okay. Diverting maximum power to disrupt the block. Does a destabilization will permanently sink the block? Found it. Got it! Reminds me of Voltron. Dun, 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 dun. C4. Oh, there is a ship. There you go. I'm surprised they didn't sink them all or whatever. It's a DHZ landing craft. Alright, we'll use that to escape. Alyssa. We'll use it to escape Alyssa? No. Setting to maximum power. Okay, let's get out. Have you noticed Land hasn't said anything through the rest of this? Oh man, it's almost like her character arc finished. So they forgot to give her a couple lines here and there. Yeah. Although I think it was worse during the USN Emma campaign. Like, there was quite a few characters that pretty much had nothing to say through, like, the back half of the game. At least here, they kind of swapped off to giving some of the characters lines, like Miho and stuff like that. But yeah, Lana said, like, nothing in the last, like, I swear, like, 4 episodes or something like that. 4 or 5 episodes, she's, like, said nothing. It's because all her storyline was back in the DHZ, so now all she is joining with us to help us with our endeavors because of what's going on. That's it! Oh, I tapped in radio. Hurry up and get on! Yep, just go very slowly. Probably because the frames per second can't, like, outside of certain cutscenes, can't really speed it up, you know? Alright, Liu. Okay, hang on tight. Ooh, looks like we're gonna survive another day. Well, we all survived, sort of. Still, yeah, I kind of feel bad for Emma in this pathway because I mean I know it's not her path or whatever, but yeah. Well, we're stuck, and we're like right next to the water, dude. Come on, man. Our luck's just not going well. I'm not getting combos. I'm not getting next to the water. We're all gonna die. Are you all right, Liu? Oh, what's that line from Spaceballs? I'm not fine. I'm just dandy, or something like that. Where are you going in such a hurry? Oh, that's a creepy spider mech. Creepier than the Shunwings. Lukav. Shouldn't you be gone by now? Lukav, you haven't run away yet. Apparently Rosavia didn't do her job. So be it. I will kill you myself. Oh, thanks for the honor, dude. I ain't giving us enough time to get out of our little thing before you could have just straight up shot us or blow us up before. Nah, you probably just wanted a monologue. Lukav, why did you do this? Are you trying to exterminate humanity with MIDAS? Could be. Yes, if you were left to your own devices, the world will be destroyed. I wish to create the ideal nation before that happens. I've heard this before. I've just about had enough of you. Ideal nation, my butt. I desire nothing you have to offer. My butt. It's T. We could say ass. At least once. We decided the world was going to end anyway. History shows that humans continue to make the same mistakes. Those who accept their mistakes can avoid making them again. Sometimes. The people who repeat their mistakes are bullheads like you. Yeah, people are insane. Are you implying that I am nothing but a pathetic human? Ooh, we got his angry face. Yeah, Luke. Yes, Lukav. It doesn't matter how you were born. Both you and I are just mere humans. Aren't you like superhumans though, or something like that? Think about it. You must be sensing some panic. And I like the unnecessary space in between you and must. You're probably terrified of Suzuki now. That's definitely emotion. Silence, real number! You say I feel fear. I am not dominated by my emotions. Lukav, you could never hope to surpass humans. You're the failure. You don't even understand emotions. I gotta understand the human heart. Is that what the message been? Shut up! I am superior. There's no one who can best me. Don't get so cocky. Don't get sneezy cocky. Alright, sorry. You don't have the power to change the world. I am like a god. Imperfect humans couldn't possibly comprehend me. Whoa. Fine. I guess I'll have to show you. By force. With violence! Yeah, but in the end, you're only a human. You're only a pathetic human. For the final battle against Lukav. Oh boy. Alright, let's use, well, I mean, you could use anyone, but let's use 18. Make sure, well, probably the bad thing about using Kazuki here is, even though I'm going to use him, is that without having a shield, we're going to have to suffer from attack damage, and, well, Lukav's no pushover for being the final fight of the game, so. Okay, so hopefully with all the things, we can keep everyone from not hitting him. Yeah, basically the big push in this one is or the big damage dealer for this one's going to be Lukav. So he's going to be the danger that we'll have to face out of everyone here. Everyone else will be, you know, their own damage or whatever, but yeah. And yeah, you definitely want a melee user for this one, whether it be Fam or Kazuki. For this purpose, I'm going to use Kazuki, even though Fam probably would be a better choice. Yeah, everyone's at max damage, S rank. It is possible to get S rank, but you have to do quite a bit of grinding to do that, so obviously I'm not going to do that. Looks like he knows skills? Oh no, aim leg, yeah. Okay, aim leg, which isn't too bad. I think same aim arm, that can kind of suck. Aim body, that can be terrible. Lays, they got rid of the shotgun combos and went back to pure fist again. Melee fixed damage at 400. Fixed damage again. Fixed damage. And is that it? Okay, for some reason I thought there was like someone over here, so, okay. Okay, so victory conditions, all enemies destroyed. Medal count, 58. So this being the final battle of 59, should get a, if we do it right, we'll get 59 medals. And all it does is, at this point, is just bragging rights. Okay, so we need to defeat the 7 enemies within 35 attacks. Average damage of 110. Weapon level 19 within 7 turns. Oh, I forgot to show Lukav. Yeah, Lukav's kind of nasty in his Zhuanzhu too. His defense is 60, so that kind of sucks on that one. He has grenades and missiles. So, whew boy. I mean, you'd almost think, oh, why don't you just do anti-fire? Well, it's because everyone else here. Oh, and he's got, okay, good. But yeah, his missiles and grenades do full damage, or as most damage as you can. Now the thing with Lukav is, one, he's in a big mech, which means he only has 2 pieces, and 2, he'll always use his missiles before grenades. So as long as we get to him before he starts pounding out the missiles, we'll be fine. And hopefully, if we do this right, it'll be he'll be going after Mayor first in terms of missile usage, but we'll see. All right, how do we want to do this? Obviously, don't want to hit someone that's using their shields. Yeah, we'll go after you. Yes, nice start. Good start. I was, after the last couple episodes with stuff not comboing or activating, I was kind of afraid there for a second. I was like, no. Oh, so close. All right, well, Ryoga should finish him off. And with a rate of fire, nice. I was about to say, there's no way he's not going to hit the body at that point. Yeah, Ryoga might get a decent amount of experience by the end of this. Okay. Yeah, I could start attacking him, but I'd rather take out the minions first. Oh, it fixes that. Oh, well, that sucks on the damage. Oh well. That's still damage to the body. Oh, I didn't know. I might wait till people get closer. Or I could try to drag out the meleeers. I might stay as is for now, because we got like, well, we got 7 turns. Yeah, okay, good. I was hoping he was going to target Mayor with his missiles. And keep her in the back, so, or at least hide her, so that way people aren't, let's see, AP's 7. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do any, because I could counter once with that, and then do shield the rest of them or whatever. I got it. Oh, that is not good. Oh, no. The ejection would be... See, the eject would be fine overall, but because he can't go back, he's at the mercy. So basically, I lost Ryoga. Great. He's gonna die. There's no way he's not avoiding all that. Holy cow, he survived. Holy, oh, that sucked. That was terrible. Oh, game, you suck. That was bad news bears. Oh, I'm surprised he survived, frankly. He should have died, frankly. You know. Alright. Smashers. Man, they're they almost never activated those, but now during this fight they are. And of course I didn't activate 0% AP, of course. Of course. Yeah. Well, one, I need to protect Ryoga. Just trying to decide. Yeah, I was hoping. I was definitely. Yeah, I almost feel like maybe I should have done Fam just for the purposes of. She would have a higher chance of activating shield attack, while Kazuki, with double assault, has a little chance to do that. Hopefully you don't eject me again. God, that was so dumb. Like seriously, that was stupid. I almost wanted to yell, frankly. The only thing I'm worried about is the random chance of pilot damage, because that can happen randomly from attacks. You can randomly do a slight amount of damage to the pilot, and with one hit he's out. But pilot damage is almost never happens. it's one of those cases of it's one of those cases of just rare circumstances. Man, luckily my evade's high enough that I've been avoiding. What are you doing? Are you going around because... Huh. Alright. Shield, he's anti-fire. That's... Alright, he got knocked out of his mech. How about this guy over here? And he can salvo. Oh well. Yeah, apparently because he's having a hard time getting over to us, he's just going to go the long way around. Oh yeah, I have to waste a turn. Well, since I'm here, I might as well move out or whatever. So I can, like, be a distraction or at least take some hits or something. I probably should try to... my percentage a bit. 82 there, and if I'm there, it's my 62. Well, I could always shotgun him with Kazuki if I decide to do that. Nice. Yeah, that's what you did to me, punks. Take it. Oh boy. Double assault? Ah, dang it. I was hoping double assault when it slowed down for a second. Nope. Ah. Oh well. Yeah, he's got a few more. He's got a few more missiles. Unfortunately, he's going to run out of shield here pretty soon. So we might have to start. We might have to start going after him here in a minute, just to reduce or get him out of the way. Because it says just take out all enemies. So. That's pretty low percentage. I'll not block that one. Just have my shield ready. Okay. Man, just can't get like any... Like Kazuki just can't seem to get double assault to activate at all. Oh, well now I'm going to block. Oh, and I missed. Okay. Swing and a miss! See, he's impasse. I don't want Kazuki on him. Anti-piercing, so probably want to... Would he counterfight? Yeah, he would. Let's try... Let's see. We probably got shield, yeah. Yeah, you all like the shield. So we'll do the one who doesn't have the shield. Nice. Excellent. Oh, now we can't see him anymore. He's hidden beneath the waves. That didn't kill him, but I got rid of his fist, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. Well, I mean, he has a fist, but... You know. There we go. Now we're getting stuff to activate. Very nice. Although, it looks like the beam went up into the air all of a sudden. It's like, whoa! Yeah, better finish this guy off. If we can. There we go. Finally, Kazuki. Activate double assault. Well, I mean... Oh yeah, that shotgun's gotta finish him off. Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is maybe number of attacks, because I feel like I'm doing a bit too many. But... Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to like maybe focus my turn on him. No, I want him to actually do something next turn, so... Or I want him to actually shoot. Oh, I could counter... I'm not gonna do it, but I was like, oh, I could counter with the plate. His fist does some. There we go. Now we're getting all the combos, or getting all the things. Oh yes! Well, for the finale, I'd like to think that all my attacks are gonna like activate or whatever. So that might not finish him off, but oh, there we go. Oh, I wasn't sure on the shot. I mean, the shotgun was gonna hit 100%, but I wasn't sure like the damage comboing and everything like that. All right, so yeah, she's got missiles. Yeah, but yeah, she's gonna start taking some serious heat here pretty soon. From so we're just gonna have to. I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna focus on Lukav now for these purposes. Well, I was hoping you were gonna like, I don't know, like rate of fire or something like that, you know, just to kind of, you know, take him out, you know. And unfortunately, Kazuki is not gonna do. I mean, unless I double assault multiple times, I really doubt I'm gonna. Well, we'll see. Of course not. Alright, well, she's gonna take some damage. Hopefully that won't hurt my percentages. Ow! Yeah, they're gonna go after Kazuki now. That's gonna hurt too, just because he doesn't have anti-piercing. Yeah, I'll block with the shield on this one. And of course, this fight's gonna be long, of course, because we've got the fight here, and then we've got the cleanup afterwards. So. Yeah, the only problem is their shields. There we go. Lukav is taken out by a beam cannon. Whoa. 11,000 experience. Maybe we'll... Oh, I was thinking like maybe we could take out the shield arm and then the shield arm is like... Yeah, show him, Ryogo. Show him the last little bit of, you know, Kung Fu hustle. I don't know. Ah, nice like show going on the final few people. There we go. Nice. Well, now I don't mind the shield so much. I'm just gonna have. I don't know if it'll. Well, no, it's like one of those 70% shields or whatever. Yeah, still. I'd rather do something. What that? Does that count as one hit for the shield? I guess it does. Huh. That's weird. You'd think it count as like all because they are separate hits is what they are. But nice. Oh well. I was hoping it was kind of like one of those things where, yeah, each salvo missile was a hit, but I guess it's considered a attack for purposes of a damage or whatever you want to call it. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ow. I'm not liking my within damage amounts, you know. I guess we'll find out. At least I destroyed the shield now, so. Oh, I didn't do it. Nice. Oh, come on! Oh, man. This better not be like the enough damage to like ruin my day. Nope, well, final way. I know probably would have been apropos to like do that to Lukav as the final attack, but you know, because of how much damage he does, it just, you know. I probably should have been focusing on him the whole time and then working on the little dudes, but oh well. This is gonna suck if the final fight I don't show S rank on screen. Just because of the missile and other such things. Oh no, I kept it under. Yay! It wasn't 100%, but hey. And I captured a Shun Wing for the last thing, which I'm just going to sell it because at this point. And that's it. That's the final battle of the game. So let's sit back and enjoy the story. Impossible. Am I going to lose? Well, I mean, you're blowing up and all this other stuff, so I think you are. I think you did lose. It's all over. Yes, and that means you've settled your vendetta. I see. Yeah. What are you gonna? What are you doing? Getting all sentimental? You know this place is blowing up, right? It's gonna explode or something like that, or we gotta get out. Midas is gonna explode. Yeah. Thanks. All right. Get on the landing craft, everyone. Yeah, I was like, why are we taking time to talk about it? Shouldn't we talk about this after we're gone? We're getting out of here. I'm surprised we had enough time for a fight, frankly. Well, realistically, it probably didn't take that long, because, you know, in game mechanics it took a while, but realistically, they're moving around, shooting each other, all this other stuff, and you know, missiles are going all over the place. And, wait, why is the thing working now? Was it not working before because it was stuck on the rocks? Maybe now that we're not in it. No, I don't know why it's all of a sudden out. Maybe we caused enough damage for enough of the, what the? I'm probably just seeing things. It's probably nothing. But yeah, probably did enough damage during the fight that broke up enough of the ground that we were able to, the treads were able to pick it up or whatever. But yep, that's it for the game. One last little intermission thing before the finale. And let me see if there's any last minute, like, I don't think there's any last minute mail. I think we're pretty much Dunyan rings at this point. And I don't think there's I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think there's any more new, like, website information or whatever. This is just kind of like, basically this is for, yeah, I don't think there was any last minute stuff. This is a save spot for the, I believe, I don't know if it's this one or afterwards. I think this is the save you use for when you want to move your save file over to New Game Plus. So if you want to keep your stats for your characters if you play the Alyssa campaign again, or if you go back to or if you do the USN campaign again, it'll have the stats for whatever Ryogo and Kazuki learned during their journey. They get to keep for the new game again. So, all right, let's watch the end of the game. Let's see what the results of everything that have been and will always be. But yeah, with getting that, we 100%. Well, the only bad thing about this playthrough is I kind of wish I had shown me getting platinums every time instead of just saying I got platinums. I mean, I showed you the thing that I had platinums all the way through. It's just I feel kind of bad that I didn't actually show you a platinum run on screen. Oh well, okay, dude. Leo, get away at full speed. I know. Yeah, put your pedal to the metal, my friend. Huh, weird, whoa! He just won't die. What is that? Or what is that? That's it's Frieza. Oh, I mean, Lukav. Lukav? He's still alive? Didn't you cap him? Aren't you supposed to double tap? Liu, just keep moving at full speed. I'll finish Lukav. Wait, isn't this supposed to be Liu's thing? Don't, Kazuki. If you upset the balance, it's gonna sink. Oh, not the force? Okay. Kazuki, don't do it. If I don't do anything, everyone's gonna die. Don't worry, I don't die so easily. Yeah, I'm a Japanese protagonist, you know. This is wrong voice. This is unacceptable. You'll pay for this. I'll take you down with me. Kind of remind me of Andros from Star Fox. Lukav. Did you do the wrong voice? You don't even know when you've lost. You're wrong. I never lose. I am the ultimate. If it weren't for you, I would have. If it weren't for you, you will die with Midas. Ah. He's wrecking us. He didn't even have machine guns on his mech. He only had missiles and grenade launchers. That breaking the rules. Kazuki, someone save my brother. Forget it, Alyssa. You're gonna die if you go. No way to be a friend, Ryoga. Let go. My brothers. Damn it. No! Lisa. What are you doing? Sis! Huh? What's going on? Exclamation point. What? Now! You're the one who's a goner. I've had enough of you! Smile, you son of a... Oh, we did it. Lukav was blown up with the creation he tried to keep for himself. And conveniently, we were just right out of the range of it. Emma, wake up. Is everyone okay? I'm surprised you're okay, Kazuki, with what happened to you. Kazuki, my sister. Emma rescue. Emma rescue you, Kazuki. How? What'd she do? Emma did? Yes. We're all alive. Emma. I don't know how she managed. She really wanted to save her sister. That's the power of the human mind. Emma. So what'd she do? It said she did something that saved him. Like, what? Did she push a switch? I guess she did. I guess she must have, like, pulled the wheel or something like that to... Maybe she, like, you know, just noticed the weight distribution or something. I assume that's what she did, but... ... Emma, we're safe. You saved us all. Can you hear us? So she just died from exhaustion? Alright. I'll take it, whatever. This is a game with giant mechs in it. I know it's a sad moment, sorry. The Japanese government announced that the explosion in Ocean City was caused by the coup squad using the USN's new weapon, MIDAS. The accident in Yokosuka base and Batangas were also caused by MIDAS. Japan made a formal apology to the Philippines and plans to call a freeze on the production of MIDAS. Oh, good. Hopefully you can trust him, because there's, you know, you could always keep doing it on the sidelines, you know. But in this case, we'll have to trust him. Because I don't think anything like this comes up in Front Mission 4, if I remember correctly, so... Showing some grainy images of things going by. The OCU has not made any statements. The DHZ announced that the civil war in the DHZ was conspired by the USN and Japan. The USN denies all allegations made against them about MIDAS and plans to fight. Yuichi Kiryu, JBNN. Oh yeah, because technically the rebels don't win. I mean, they kind of have a better, in the USN campaign, they have a better standing of possibly winning in the end with what happens, but in the DHZ campaign, they've almost all but lost because the website's down and everything like that. So yeah, the current government stays as is for the most part, Now whether the rebels come back and fight again is hard to say. Because in Front Mission 4, the game doesn't even take place on the eastern front. It takes place in the western countries. Oh, she survived. Huh. Well, what do you know? We thought she was dead. Or maybe she went into a coma or something like that. Kind of like in the end of G.I. Joe, the movie. Exclamation point. Emma, are you awake? Kazuki? Huh? Question mark. What is it, Alyssa? Emma is awake? Emma? Really? Yeah, I'm surprised too. It may have seemed like she died or something like that. Where am I? A hospital in Yokosuka? You've been unconscious since Ocean City. How many days was that? Or weeks or whatever. I was so worried. Oh, I'm so glad. Midas? Don't worry. Midas was destroyed with Ocean City. Japan and the Philippines are calling to stop production of Midas. Yeah, if we trust them anyway. Yes, they're setting up a committee to oversee Midas production. Midas was certainly lost in the explosion at Ocean City. We must end this madness here. We must not allow that tragedy to repeat. We have a duty to those who survived that tragedy. ... Stay still. You just woke up. Get some more rest. Beautiful flowers. Oh yeah, we never see this this portrait of Emma either. So nice little touch. Flowers. Oh, the cherry blossoms. Ooh, look at all the cherry blossoms. Yeah, it's spring. Cherry blossoms. Let's go on a picnic. We have to celebrate. We're busy. Probably because with what's going on. There's time. There's always time for a picnic. You just don't want to see Dad. You think they would have made up with each other after everything they've been through? He gets preachy when he drinks. Ooh. Oh, he's fine. We all have to go together. I know. Quit whining at me. No. ... She sees a happy family that she doesn't have, and she's jelly.
Итак, план выполнен.
Еще бы, 100 раз пересматривали.
Но результат хороший. Обезврежена измена балла, овладели данными психического контроля над мнимым числом.
Но получить Мидас не удалось.
Решим и эту проблему. Подождем, пока дети подрастут.
Бюджетные средства для этого нужно искать. Тяжелая работа.
На вас вся надежда, премьер-министр.
And thus the end of Front Mission, the DHZ Alyssa campaign. Oh man, what a ride. And of course it leaves that for a little possible sequel, which they do in Front Mission 4, but I don't remember. Now, I'll admit, Front Mission 4 I have not played in like years, just you know, things going on, other games and such. But I don't remember it being a story about the imaginary numbers coming back or anything like that. I thought it was something different. Well, if I ever get to recording Front Mission 4, we'll remember all over again, won't we? But man, what a ride! The DHZ campaign. It is definitely a different story from the USN campaign, which is what I like about this game. Is it gives you, you know, I mean, it could have been one long story and that would have been fine as well, but it gives you two campaigns which have similarities in certain bits and pieces, but for the most part are completely different campaigns. So, you know, with Alyssa, you go with her, you end up kind of working with the DHZ because of Liu the whole time. So it's a, you know, completely different experience. You run into your allies from the previous campaign, end up being enemies. You know, I kind of like that idea that, I mean, it's sad fighting your allies from a previous campaign. Like, you know, if you're USN, you end up fighting the Wulong, and if you're, you know, DHZ, you have to fight Dennis and them who, you know, most of them die in the other campaign anyway, but, you know, and of course what happens at the end. Although this one weirdly has, I don't know if I'd say the happiest ending, because in the DHZ campaign, your father survives, you know, Lissa's there with you as your sister, and then Emma kind of survives. I mean, she's probably not the same as she used to be because of how she was tortured, but she is alive for the most part. I kind of wish some of the side characters had gotten some lines in there at the end, like Lan. Lan doesn't say anything, you know, at all. Even Meyer and Miho and all them got words, but Lan, no. My story was at the DHZ, and my country's doing fine, apparently. Or although now she can't go back to her government, though, so I don't even know how that's going to work. But I'm not sure which campaign I like better, because like I said, this one sort of... It has a happy ending for the characters, but some things don't change in the real world that kind of sucks, while in the other campaign, certain characters die and change, but the world might have been for the better, depending on the situation. It's hard to say. I think I like the USN campaign a little bit more because it's longer, has like more split story, like with the finishing a mission a different way, gets you a different path. It's a short path, but it still gets you different characters, like because I think in the USN campaign there's like two characters. I think it's two characters you can just swap in and out with each other depending on which path you go on each other. While in the USN or the DHZ campaign, it's everyone, you get everyone, but some of them you don't get to like near the like last 10-12 battles of the game or whatever. With like Meyer, she comes in at the like last quarter of the game. But I don't know, like the DHZ is great because it is more compact and focused on some of the characters more than the other campaign is. So and it kind of gets to the story a bit quicker. The USN campaign kind of like spreads it, because it's a longer campaign, kind of spreads out a bit, you know, kind of dallies a bit in certain cases, kind of like when we're helping the rebels out for a bit, or while searching for MIDAS and stuff like that and escaping. Although I guess I like the Emma campaign a little bit more because, you know, Emma and Ryo and Kazuki have a moment and they have a relationship in each other. In this one, nothing like that ever happens, but I think it's because it didn't need to in this game, obviously. It was more focused on the war and what they were trying to do and trying to stop MIDAS, so not enough time for it. You know, so the Lissa campaign was a bit more focused on the task at hand, while the Emma campaign kind of had a little bit more wiggle room, and obviously the romance with Emma and Kazuki, which really doesn't happen until like the tail like quarter as well at the end of the game. But both paths are great because they're different, have different characters, different ideas, and different relationships with the different characters and everything like that. But overall, the game is great. You know, once again, great music. I think the story had just enough twists and turns in it. Obviously, it maybe is not as deep as other games, but I still like what it is. I think the characters are entertaining, although I kind of wish some of the side characters in both campaigns had a bit more to say at certain parts. I think in the USN campaign, a few characters get a bit more lines, but there are still some characters that kind of get shunted, while this one, like Lan, completely becomes like a non-entity by the end, despite using her in combat and everything like that. I'm trying to think what else to say. I don't know. I just like this series. It's kind of sad that the Front Mission's pretty much not on Square's radar anymore. The last thing they did was like a Metal Gear 5 kind of ripoff. I forgot what it's called, but like no one played it, no one liked it. I saw some screenshots of it. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. And the one before that was when they did Front Mission Evolution, which was they did Armor Core with Front Mission, which could have worked. But I don't know, I was just so used to the tactics version of the game that I just didn't jump aboard. And it seems like a lot of people didn't either, because they didn't do anything with Front Mission for years, and then they're trying to bring it back, and then they just do this really crappy game. So, but at least we got these old games to play, you know, at least for me anyway. And I know strategy RPGs are definitely not everyone's cup of tea, and it doesn't sell. That's why we don't see them as much anymore, unfortunately. But the ones that do come out are try to like recreate like something from nostalgia, but don't really hit the same beats. There are a few out there that are somewhat decent, but nothing that I really call like, oh man, these are awesome games I got to play. Oops, sorry about that. I kicked my file cabinet. Whoops. Oh, Brady Games for probably making the strategy guide for it. I'm not sure what else to say about this, but I really enjoyed this series. I'm glad I was able to play. You know, I almost considered just doing one of the campaigns and not recording both, but I'm glad I did. Gave me a reason to play these back again. And I hope you all enjoyed Front Mission 3. If I had to have any issues with the game, is maybe like weird pacing every once in a while and some minor glitches and the numbering, like how to like get percentages and to work, like certain skills to work better than others. You can only somewhat affect the percentages, and the game never tells you it. You kind of just have to figure it out. So, oh well. And if I had any issue with my play through the game is there's a lot of issues. Like, I kind of wish I'd done networking a bit better, like after every chapter, or maybe making a chapter after so many missions, like of just me doing networking stuff to show you the difference of it. And as far as I know, online, there's really no one has a really extensive guide on it. They only show you like when to use passwords and everything. That's not like, oh, you should check this at this time. But it's not like it's a game breaker because it's not required. It's all for exposition and learning about the world. And you only get a few benefits from it overall in the long run. One, you can get the Hoshin mech if you don't do the platinum run. And two, that one mission, the DHZ campaign, where if you don't have the map, you have to you add a difficulty setting to it. But other than that, it wasn't as effective. And I believe they cut that out of the fourth game because I guess no one really utilized it, which is kind of sad. But anyway, I hope you out. Of course, there it shows 59 platinum, so it means I completely platinum run this game. So not the worst challenge. It wasn't that hard. Like when you really think about it and work on the controls, and obviously being able to reset and work on random numbers, you can kind of fix it. But there are ways to fix it to your advantage. But I'm glad I showed you that, and like I said, I'm glad I played this game again after all these years. I hope it considered you to give it a try. You know, unfortunately, you need a PlayStation console to play this. You have to either have a PS1, 3, or I think 2 is backwards compatible. But you'd have to have the original disc if you wanted to play 1 and 2. If you want to play it 3 or 4, and then whatever current gen consoles come out afterwards, you'll have to buy it digitally. I remember it not being that expensive either. If you want it, it's like a drop in the bucket compared to like other game costs and stuff like that. So it's definitely worth checking out if you liked it. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. The next game I play.